say a few words about DrTPS. TP Sesitma sir. Dr. T.P. Sesitma is a man on mission to redefine the learning path in today's generation. He took birth in Nagaram, Kannur, Kerala in 1964 and studied in a village school. During his 8th standard, he was put into a special school in the nearby town, but was thrown out of the school for being a bad student. He passed his secondary education from his village school with just 2nd class. From Pioneer College, he passed 3 degrees equivalent to the present day 11th and 12th standard for us intermediate first year and second year. In 2nd class, he started valuing education from his degree time and later had many feathers in his hat with MSc, MPhil, PhD, LLB, MBA, MS. Thus, he himself is an example of how an average student could transform into a knowledgeable man with number of degrees. Dr. TPS' philosophy in life is flow like a river and grow like a tree. He enjoys the storm and fall in life, what we term as a struggle, like a fallen tree rising to the next day's sunrise, keeping growing in your life. According to him, every moment is an opportunity, and not missing those opportunities in what gives success, and creating a lot of success in life is a credit one must take into account. Dr. TPS worked as a scientist in Space Department for 2 decades since 1989. He was director of UGC Academic Staff College at Calicut University in Kerala and went on to serve as a deputy director at Directorate General of Security, Cabinet Secretariat, New Delhi, before taking a voluntary retirement in 2009. He continued with government. He would have reached high positions, but he opted against it as he always had an inner passion to teach and to show direction to the otherwise directionless youth of today's generation. He also had a short tenure as a professor of management with JNTU Hyderabad. As an executive director, he is an engineering college under Kannur University and as a CSR educational consultant with Shobha Developers. Dr. TPS also conducts teacher training sessions as he believes that teachers are the ones who make tomorrow's citizens. He teaches them what is effective and effective teaching, educational techniques, etc. He was already reached more than 5 lakhs of teachers apart from 9 lakhs of students. Dr. TPS is always available for students for any questions. He has over 60 blogs for the benefit of those who want to learn, acquire knowledge. His passion for life learning is investment for future learning, live or learn in full enjoyment, has made him to author books like Life Made Simple, Life of Love, Love is to Live, Life Reflections, etc. His books are so close to heart that those who read them will find solutions for all problems, high motivational and grievance redressing tips. Parents and teachers do approach Dr. TPS for their individual, family, professional, social solutions. He is a true life coach to raise students with high aspirations and direct towards knowledge. A few books from him in this direction are Makers of India and Civil Service Prelims Handbook. Dr. TPS conducts live and conferencing camps at his 200-year-old home, Nanam in Naduvil, Kannur, Kerala, and builds values among the youth by leading as an example. Past 3 years, more than 20 camps were conducted by around 600 youth from various parts of the world, many from Gulf and West, from PG to KG, working professionals and people from all walks of life with an open mind to attend. All these camps have a very informal setting with emphasis on learning and sharing. DrTPS message for today's generation: dreams must keep on changing, as dream is created from the knowledge that one attains and world is exposed to. In his own words, in my early age, I had limited small dreams to be a teacher to a rich man. Then, during my PhD, I wanted to be a good researcher and professor of mathematics. While in job as scientist, wanted to head a unit of ISRO to make it as a model research institute. Now the dream is to create good administrators for India. That is why I am with lot of bright students, making them civil service aspirants. Thank you.
Good morning, children.
Good morning, sir.
So just now, he said about a legendary personality, and it is our fortune that he is here along with us today to inspire you and ignite you and motivate you. And he is like an ocean. He is like an ocean of knowledge. You take as much as you can. Thank you. Now I would like to hand over the mic to Sir Harika. So, and Harika's sister is familiar with you. You know her. Now let her say a few words.
Namaste. 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 We are here to. Why we are here? To gain knowledge from my Guru. I learned many things from my Guru. So, you want to be a topper? Yes. So how do you want to study? That is a question mark, right? Yes. So you can ask my Guru and know your have questions and gain knowledge from me.
You shared your experience staying in Hyderabad.
In December last year,
How did you meet me?
I studied in Geetanjali Engineering College from Chirial. Their sir came for a seminar on visual reality. Then I was very inspired by his speech. He was like a very attractive person on that day. Then I took his number and I was keeping on messaging him, sir, when can I meet you? Sir, I have this doubt, which field I have to choose? I have to choose GATE means after BTech, you have an entrance called GATE to pursue your higher studies or else to enter into PSUs. PSUs means government jobs. So he said that you can come to my home and you have to attend my camp. that step. I asked my parents, should I go to Kerala? But my father said that only for 7 days. Why you want to go to Kerala? He asked me a question. But anyhow, I convinced that sir is having many degrees. I want to be like my Guruji. I want to gain knowledge from him. One day is enough with him to gain knowledge. So I met sir, and I and my friend Shirisha decided to come to Kerala. So along with my mother, I went to Kerala on 23rd of December 2017, last year. I went there and I have attended camp. Each and every day, each and every moment, was amazed and interested to concentrate on my studies and want to know many things like he taught me how to read newspaper. He taught me how to not waste my time. He taught me how to eat. He taught me how to write, improve my English language, and how to concentrate. He was like a parent to me. He scolded me. He was back of me. So from a practical experience in my life, a useful things in my life I gained in that camp. The camp was for 7 days, which was conducted in Kerala, Sir's place, Nagaram. So I met a girl, Matthew. She was nationwide second athlete. She was trained under PT Usha. I met her. I met many great people. And a science master. I met a science master who was showing his experiment practically, what is meant by Bernoulli's principle. He showed me very practically, where I understood the science is not a theory part, it is very practical thing, where we see everywhere our surroundings. Each and every day with him was a knowledgeable part. Many things to say, but I don't want to waste your time. Thank you.
Actually, though yesterday and day before yesterday, you might have observed Harika's sister, how strong and how talkative, but in front of sir, she is little bit nervous, it seems, because that is the greatness, the sir, the greatness of sir, and that is the history of sir. So I already said that he is like an ocean. Please learn to learn, and please learn and take as much as possible. Okay?
Namaste to the owner of the school. I must thank Harika for bringing me here. Nice introduction. I was waiting, generally I don't allow people to introduce me. I was waiting waiting for a very specific purpose. You heard about me?
Yes.
Earlier from Harika?
Yes.
Now from the teacher?
Yes.
Now tell me 10 points about me. Who can tell 10 points, 1,000 rupees prize? Come on. How fast? Anybody among the students, 10th class students? There are so many points to, right? Some 30, 40 points. Something I myself forgot. Just taken from my book and read. What is my dream during my, it was wonderful. I don't remember this book. What was my dream in childhood, when getting job. So many things were he told, right? Huh? Who can tell 10 points? 40 points were there, more than 40 points, I was counting. She also added many. You want more price? 2,000 rupees. More than that? No, all of you failed, you know? Is there anybody? Yeah, fine. 10 points. Facts. No error. Quotations. If you talk about dream, the same sentence. You have money now. It's very rich. All the 100 children here? 96. 96 into 2000.
Good morning, sir. Shishi Kumar sir is a knowledgeable person. His dream was to make intelligent persons in the future.
Wrong. Nobody can make any intelligent person. I never. Is it there in your note? Intelligent person? 1 point gone wrong. You can try. Now 11 points came. 1 wrong, you should add 1 more point. Right? No problem. What's your name?
Neha.
Eh?
Neha.
Don't be nervous.
No.
Try to say, yeah, whatever you wanted. Whether it is right or wrong. You
Don't
not
worry.
telling.
Keep on telling.
In his childhood, his ambition was to become a teacher, but after studying in future studies, his ambition was changed to philosopher, researcher, or mathematics.
Correct or wrong? I am not evaluating. You are evaluating.
Mathematical
That was after PhD, not before that. Not during intern. That's also not wrong. Don't worry. Still you are good. Better than many of them. started from some other language. Which language? Serenity from Sanskrit. It's a Latin word, came to French and then came to English. Okay, now speak about it.
Kumar sir, he's a space scientist. He's a space scientist. He has completed many degrees, like
Many.
Okay.
Tell me which are all the things.
PhD.
Same sequence.
PhD.
No help, no help. If you want, you can come.
LLB.
Same sequence. Okay, another point. That point also you failed.
He's here from Kerala.
See, that way you can say I am from the world.
From Kerala.
Birth from Kerala, birth. He also told the place name where I took birth. You can say I am from India. That's enough. But that's not correct. When somebody asks you where is Chirapunji, will you say it's in the world? It's correct, but that's not exactly correct.
You have many camps. And
How many? How many countries? How many students?
you have a camp.
No. How many students? How many countries? When did I start? You also failed. Yeah? But you failed, no? You are not able to answer. Most of them are not in sequence. Anybody else? Come.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Faria Begum.
Idea? Use the mic.
Faria Begum.
Faria.
Yeah.
What is Faria? See, in Kerala we have got one district called Kottayam. Most of them are Christian missionary people. Instead of Bharya, they will say Faria. So I first Faria. Faria in Kerala, if you say I am Faria, means they say you are wife of somebody. Begum means speed. You are a speed wife. What is the meaning? Faria.
Actually, Faria is a bad name.
Bad name.
Yeah. Related to our house. Some issue is there. That
Which language is this Faria? Urdu. Urdu में Faria क्या होता है? Bad word. Why did somebody give a bad word? Urdu is which country's language? When I ask here, I should get here on. No advocates. Yeah.
it's from
Urdu is a recognized language in which country?
Pakistan, Paris.
You said bad word, it's prosperous, and Urdu is an Indian language. Do you know Urdu is an Indian language? Right?
Yeah.
Why did you say Pakistan? You belong to Pakistan or India?
India.
Then you should tell Indian language. Tamil is an Indian language
Yes.
or Sri Lankan language?
Indian
See, there are
language.
people who speak in Sri Lanka also. But when I say, I should tell it is Indian language, right? Prosperous, that means progressive, becoming great.
Okay, sir.
Faria. Faria cannot be that. F or PH?
Here is a guru named T.S. Shashikumar.
Spell the wrong. What is my name? Initial what is TS. That itself is wrong. I should hit you like this. So less. Okay, then I think you want more.
Actually,
When somebody says the name wrong, no, we don't allow them to speak. Yesterday I went for a conference. International business school conference, in which my name, they give a banner like this to put. There itself it was wrong here. I said no. Take it back. I was the chief guest. Correct? Initial was wrong. See, if I put it, I am myself is saying I am a different person, right? I shouldn't allow. I am Dr. T.P. Shashikumar. No T. Eh? No, sorry.
actually, our sir is very encourageable and will inspire the people who are back in studies. And even I wanted to be a part of them.
Because you are back in study.
Not that much, but I want to encourage myself. Yeah, our guru was born in Kerala,
You have taken
named
bath in
Nagaram.
the Can you also take it back?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why you don't wear the...
I don't like. Guru was born in Kerala. Place was Nagpur.
Yeah, close to me.
After SSC, he was studied Inter, and after that in degree he took.
There was no inter that time. So some other name was there. What was that? MBA. There was no inter, it was called something else. That also he explained. Then don't worry, you'll be louder. You have destroyed it. Yeah. You only spoiled it. You spoiled it. No, don't hit me. You understand? See, intention. Then don't do anything on that. Just make stand here. Don't move from it. Move your hand. Speak.
After MBA and BTech, he
BTech.
was BTech.
Me. Everything is wrong. Now you go. I am giving not for saying. If you tell right, 2,000 rupees. Because of the courage I am giving. Go there. Now you know, all of you sat in this place, heard 10 minutes talk. None of you understood anything. None of you know, don't even listen carefully. You are just sitting like statues. 100% you will not make a mistake. If you make a mistake, I will hit you. Then only come. No more trial. 3 people are out. Sit down. I'll give you a chance. You know what will happen? I am supposed to spend a full day with you. Correct? Yes. You will just sit like this. Tomorrow when somebody asks something, you will tell all wrong things like this. Why did you make a mistake? Now how many of you feel, yeah, I should have written down, I should have seen? Correct or not? How many of you feel that you should have written down? How many of your pages are full by this now, by this time? Anybody's page, one page is full, show me. If you don't know how to speak also, I have no problem. How many of you have one full page written many things? Is there anybody? paper with you. You will sit like this and like a cinema you will see. You will go and what did he speak? So many things. What? So many. What? Tell me one thing. No, that I don't know. What is his name? That I don't remember. Today you will remember T. Shashi Kumar. After some time T will go. After time say Kumar only will be there. Correct? Yes, you will not remember. Nothing wrong. That's how you have been. The only difference between you and a bright student is a bright student keeps on writing. Bright students have a lot of questions. I know the meaning of serenity because I know English, I know dictionary, I have learned this. But when serenity school comes, immediately I will search again. How many questions I asked you sitting in the room?
Yeah.
So many questions, maybe 20, 30 questions I asked. The price of the place, correct? How many students are there? How many students are in the model school? So many questions I asked. While I'm coming from Nagaram. When you search on Google, yesterday also I searched, but today morning while starting I searched because Anusha was coming from too far. So she said she will come late. I said if you come late, I will not be able to reach Sirinity before 10 o'clock. I have to reach there before 10. Then we decided she will join somewhere, I will drive from there and then pick up her. In between I asked Ariga, all information were wrong. I had sent a message asking, is it the place? She said yes. Immediately I asked her to send the location map, that was somewhere else. So she says, this is correct, this is also correct. How can we do things correct? Again I asked, is it close to GPR garden? She said yes. Then how it can be close to GPR garden and then tell this is a different place? Because there is no GPR garden here. GPR garden is another place. See why? Because she did not read GPR. Is it some garden? Is it a petrol pump? See, if you go to this road, how many petrol pumps are there? Opposite to petrol pump. It can never happen. There are two pumps, which is opposite to which pump? This pump opposite to that pump opposite to this side. So this side or that side. You know why? Because you don't have the habit of writing down, reading carefully, understanding point by point. Very, very essential. That is where you make mistakes. Write down. When you write it down, you will find there is wrong. Then what you should do? Ask your friend. When you speak, there can be mistakes. When you write down, somebody can check. Very simple also, no problem. While speaking, weak, W-E-E-K, deep, W-E-A-K. After a class, somebody asked me, I want to meet you. M-E-A-T, meet. You know what is meet means? M-E-E-T, meet is meeting. M-E-A-T, meet, dead body. Shava. See the spelling mistake, what mistakes it makes? I will come to you next week. You know week is spelling W-E-E-K. The person wrote to me W-E-A-K. If you don't study now, in your life you will never study. So don't speak right. If any one of you would have written, one person in this class is not a good student. There is no issue whether there is one student good in this class. You understood? See, he has written down, he has printed, that is why he could speak. Correct or not? Without that, he will be able to speak. So if he is speaking after writing down, while listening you should write down. You never thought I am going to ask this question. So if somebody asks question only, you will write. Why did I ask this question? Why did I make you to stand here? Because if I don't do that, I will tell so many things. Everything will go waste. Nothing will go inside, which I don't want. After some time, I will ask your notebook to show. If there is nothing written there, Which is the nearby hospital? Ambulance will be ready. I'll kill you. I'll kick you and make your backbone break. Full, right, every moment. Now what is the meaning of serenity? Where it came from?
Latin.
How many of you wrote Latin and French in your book? See, only this page. Why all people did not write? You understood? I asked a question that time, but I casually explained to you serenity means? What is in your language, Telugu language, serenity? I don't want English means. Shanti? Shanti English? But it is not serenity, you know. See, you said serenity meaning is peace, and peace meaning is Shanti. I don't want that. I want serenity meaning. Eh? What is Prashantam? Well, again, I don't want. I want meaning, serenity meaning, perfect serenity. Have you ever seen anything serene in your life? The word is serene. Which serenity has, that is called a serene. Is this mindset serene? Best purified thing is called a serene. Got it? Best purified thing is called a serene. Is there a meaning purified for serene, teacher? How do you purify things? How do you purify things? Which is the best purifier? Aquaguard. So you pour normal water, serene water will come. Correct, no? Serene? Tranquility. What is tranquility? Again, difficult word. Calm. Not one. See, that's why I said calm, pure, serene.
The state of being calm, peaceful and untroubled.
Yeah. Calm, peaceful, untroubled, clear, clean, everything together is serenity. Where do you get these things? And who is that Vishwa? Yeah. Where is Vishwa? Is it the universe? Where is your Vishwa? Your Vishnu? This world. The Vishnu is this globe. Kiran is sunlight. When it comes, there is a chanting which is to be done. You go to temple, you get tirtha. Right? That is called a sarai. The sunlight which comes. With the sunlight it becomes purified. That purification which makes it calm, cool, happy is called a serene. So what do we prepare? A normal water into a serene water. A normal water into a serene water. Why are you going to temple? To become violent? To become peaceful. You want to become calm, silent, cool. I am a Tantra person. I know how to do pujas, the Kerala style. So when we chant mantra, we take water. And then we chant mantra, the water will become tirtha. How do you convert water into tirtha? Through mantra. What do we ask? Oh, sunlight, please come here. Sunlight is there, but I want them to come here inside this water. What will happen? Normal water structure will be like a fuzzy stage. Fuzzy means confused. Normal water will be confused stage, like a dust. After puja, you take the same water to a laboratory check. It will have nice molecular structure. How did it get molecular structure? From the energy which I gave from my puja, my chanting. Right? What is that? That puja is what makes normal water into saline water. So you are all normal people with a lot of confusion. Confused state is fuzzy state. Confusion. There are a lot of people going out from the hall. Everybody is in confusion. Heavy rush. But you ask them to stay in a line. And it becomes serene. Anything which is having an order, which is in peace, not in trouble, everything which is in normal, calm state, cool state, pure state is called a serene. So your school name is very good, but none of you understood the school name perfectly, no? Understood? Where do you pay for this knowledge? How did you get this knowledge? Asking question. First I should feel, oh, I should know this. That feeling should be there. If you don't have that feeling, all that you learn will become waste. If you have that knowledge, feeling inside you, whatever you do become the best. So learning is to make you serene, to make you calm, make you purified, make you beautiful. But to make you beautiful, sometimes you have to assume that there is a table, you have to clean it. There is some more dust, oil stuck. How can you clean it with a soft hand? You should use a rough brush, right? Sometimes you have to use a rough brush. So I will use a rough brush to somebody. Got it? If you are normal good, probably polish is good enough. Correct or not? If your hands are full of oil, ink, normal water washing is good enough. What you should do? You rub it on a rough place, right? Correct or not? So if you are not going to get clean faster, you can be cleaned, but it takes more time and effort. If you are clean, still we will wash, because we think that okay, some more. So if you have knowledge, again polish it little more, clean it little more. So don't think that my knowledge is over. Even if your hand is very clean, if somebody gives you food, immediately you will go and wash, right? Correct or not? Why? Because we must feel that we are good. You understood? So serenity is something which we feel that it is calm. Though it may not be calm, but we feel it is calm. Do you think the Pujari gives you a lot of tirtham? Is it the best one? Sometimes it is the worst thing. I don't go to temples. Only 2 times everywhere I went in my life. Only 2 times. Guruvayur I went maybe 3-4 times. That's the best temple. Tirupati I never visited. I never go to any of these temples here because the Pujari himself will not take part. And they will give milk, and they will also, milk if you keep for half an hour, 1 hour, it will get dirty, waste. Not in fridge. The same milk morning and evening and afternoon he will give you. Correct or not? Yes. And inside that he will put sandalwood. And inside that he will put all the flowers which you collect and give it. And the flower must have been taken from some roadside. That also he will put inside the milk and then give you. Do you eat at home like that? You understood? So the clean, sarai means clean. Once upon a time, sarai means clean. But that has to be done very clean. Anything which you do has to be done very clean. Now, assume you are supposed to wash your hands, but the pipe water itself is bad. Finished, Your hand was very good, but you washed in a wrong place. Your hand will become bad. So washing will not make your hand good. You understand what I'm saying? Don't think listening to lecture you will become very good. If you listen to bad lectures, that becomes very bad. You should also understand. So education is what makes you knowledgeable, where you must go to the right tap, collect from right place, invest a lot of time sometimes, but sometimes little quick time is good enough. And you have to test every now and then whether it is correct or not. What is examination? Examination is also called a test, correct? When you have fever, what you will do? Test. Blood examination, urine test, You want tests so that you know what fever is that, right? So you want maths test or what? Yes, you must know what maths problem you have. Whether your biology is perfect or not. Whether your social science is perfect or not. So why test paper is conducted by teachers? To check whether you have knowledge or not. Okay, now doctor checked whether you have fever or not. So doctor says you have fever, go home. Will you do that?
No.
What he does? He will give medicine and he will tell you after 3 days come back. I will test again. Assume you got less mark in maths. Will your teacher give you extra tablet in maths? Some more problem, test you well, and then after 3 days you come back and again take the same test. That is where school education teachers are not justifying. They are not doing their job. That is why you are like this. Now somebody says I am a bad student and agreeing I am a bad student. Why do you agree you are bad? Why do you agree you have fever? You must go to doctor and say that test me. Give me medicine. Teach me 100% I have to make. You must make me 100%. That's their job. That's all enough. So what should be done? Go to teachers. Tell them I must get 100%. That's my. Then only throw me out of this school. You understood? Yes. Otherwise, with the diseased people you are going out, you are all diseased. You go from here diseased, you go to +1, +2, you will become more diseased. After that, you go to B.Tech, you will become fully diseased and you will become useless. You want that?
No.
Or you want to get treated? That's it. So get clean. All your problems should finish. So what is my job? I am the health inspector. Whether doctors are doing job or not, how do I know? I will test the doctor or the patient. And find out whether you are doing right or not. You are not taking prescription when the doctor says you must take if you don't know. He will tell you don't take this, take this. Don't eat this, eat this. Correct? Why you are not getting cured? Because you are not writing down, you are not taking all your solutions. So now onwards what you should do? Understand the whole problem what you have in your problem. I will not make it too far. But I am shivering and this is also shivering. Tension level. Correct? So don't worry. In life, what is to be done? Your aim is to test. How much test you have to do? 100%. All that what you can do in your life to learn, 100% you must keep on getting tested. But testing is not enough. Medicine has to be taken. So if you are not good in maths, not good in social science, what you should do? Spend more time. If it is slightly cleanable, clean it. If it is not that easily going, rub it. And if you are not able to clean, ask somebody else, help me. You are too bad. Your fever is so bad you are not able to walk. Don't you take somebody's help? Correct? If you are too bad in maths, what you should do? Take somebody's help. 2 people will require for you. Both sides. Both of them will support you. You want or not? Yes?
Yes.
So how to study? Get help of people. Very simple. Right? How many of you want 100% in all examinations which you write? Have you anybody seen that somebody getting 100% in all subjects? Very simple. Your exam is going to come. You have different subjects. Yes? What is tomorrow? Tiffin in your house. What will be the morning breakfast? What will be the sabji for night? Whether you have chapati or you have got rice, what do they prepare? morning tiffin? Guess, 1, 2, 3. Idli, dosha, all the items, right? Now tell me 10 questions which you get in your maths examination. See, when tomorrow what is the sabji, what is that? You all are happy mood and then you are able to guess. Correct or not? You can guess. Out of 5 items, 1 item will be prepared. Because you know what the mother gives, right? Correct or not? Assume tomorrow whatever you guess is coming in front of you, will you feel happy? Yes, I told you, no, this is what I am going to get tomorrow. You want to be happy in exam hall? Yes. Seeing question paper? Yes. Guess questions. Today morning I got a call from, what's the name here? Today morning call was doing medicine in Calicut Medical College, MBBS final year. Sir, tomorrow my exam, sir. Full tension, I will fail. I said, how many students are going to write exam? 6. Why 6? Out of 100 students who started with the first year, many of them failed. Last year only 6 are there. 94 people failed first year, second year, third year, fourth year. You know when here all of you can write 10th class? Starting from many of you passed. When previous it's not like that. First year if you fail, you are out. Second year you fail, second year out. Third year you fail, third year out. Then fourth year, I said how many are there? Sir, 3, 4 of them are there in the hostel. I said sit, all of you sit together. All of them have same tension. I said all of you sit together, write down all possible questions. How many questions will come? 16 questions in one paper. Don't worry, just 40 questions. You know what will happen tomorrow? All of them will sit, 40 questions are done. Today you must be doing that. They must be doing. So tomorrow when the question, oh this question, you guessed, I guessed. All the questions are guessed questions. Guessing question, you should also prepare the answers. One day is enough. Each subject you want 100% mark, one day is good enough. One previous day you must be able to guess. But do you want that chance? Or you want to do now? Sit down. How many days for exam? Sit down, prepare all the possible questions, all the possible answers. You will get 100%. Very simple. But what are you doing? What are your teachers doing? They keep on cleaning some place, but other place you don't see at all. That's where questions comes. Take all the question paper, there will be plenty. Yes or no? Prepare. Ask your friend, do you know answer for this? Ask the other friend, somebody knows. Otherwise take the textbook and notebook. How many of you go for tuitions? Lift your hands. All the courageous people. No? Only 3? Is it true? Only 3 of you? None of you are going for tuition? Is it? Then the question doesn't matter. How many of you will get, you have A+ rating?
Sorry?
You have A+? How do they evaluate? 100%, 90%, A+, A?
So, here, student, there was A1, A2.
A1 is the first.
Yeah, A1.
A2 next.
Yeah.
That's how the rating is done in Andhra.
A1,
In Telangana.
B2.
Okay. So, A1 is the top.
Yes.
So, you will advertise, this many people got A1. So, 96 students here?
96 were not complete.
Okay, 96 students are here. Correct? In that 96, how many of you will get A1 in all subjects? 100% guarantee. I am going to take a picture. Picture is there. Only this one? Good. Good enough? A2? Okay. Then A3 you have?
B1.
B1. How many B1? How many B2? How many will fail? I have 10 rupees, if I give my 10 rupees to you, you give your 10 rupees to me, both will have 10 rupees. If I give my knowledge to you, you give your knowledge to me, both will have same knowledge or double knowledge or triple knowledge. So I give that to 3-4 people. You understood? So the best student is one who teach many things to many people. It is much better than learning from teachers. Because you will not ask questions to teachers, but to your friends you will start fighting. Correct or not? How many of you get 100% concentration sitting and reading, where your mind will not go here and there? 100%. Do you get? Say louder.
No.
Is it a problem?
Yes.
Your problem or math problem, physics problem, chemistry problem, biology problem? Your problem.
Yes.
Agreed?
Yes.
No, you are all wrong. It's not your problem. Now all of you are listening to me?
Yes.
In the beginning, did all of you listen to the teacher who gave introduction?
No.
You are sitting here thinking something else. Correct? That's why you are not able to repeat. You understood? How did I grab your attention? Becoming strict, speaking slow. I didn't speak fast, no? Slow. Pace was less. My job is not complete whatever I wanted to tell and go. That's not my job. Whatever I say should go into you, attention, grab attention. How many of you went to movies in theatre so far in your life? Very good. When the movie is running, did you have concentration problem? Did you feel I am not able to follow this what the you are able to follow?
Yes.
So is it your problem or movie problem? See, when you watch a movie 2.5 hours, correct? 2.5 hours full attention, right? If somebody does this also, you want to say this?
Yes.
But in your classroom, what do you do? In the movie, do you do this?
No.
Why? Who is your hero here? Telugu movie? Eh? When Pawan Kalyan opens the door, you will also see like this, right? You want to see where is he going? Correct or not? In your textbook, when the history teacher explains you history, interesting, yeah. You feel like that?
No.
Okay. When the poet speaks about somebody's story, it's interesting, yeah, very good, you know. Don't you say this? Why are you not feeling interesting here? Because your teacher is not a hero, heroine. Correct or not? Anushka is the Kanishka.
Anushka.
Anushka. If Anushka teaches biology, Amir Khan is your maths teacher. How will you sit in the class? Thrilled, right? Correct or not? So why you are not able to listen? Ask your teachers, go to some beauty parlor, makeup, and then come like a hero, heroine. And they should also teach in movie you have song in between, right? Your math teacher singing song and dancing. How it will be? Will you enjoy the class?
Yes.
Will you sit like this?
Yes.
Will you clap in between? Have you ever clapped in math class? Will you do that?
No.
Why? Nothing fantastic, boring, right? Yes or no? Have you not prayed? Oh, finish this. only 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 1 hour? You know what educational psychology teachers, when they teach a BA, that all that we teach them. You know what is being taught? Nobody can concentrate in a subject more than 20 minutes, 40 minutes. Maximum retention power they call. Attention grabbing, retention in a subject, learning capacity for children are only 40 minutes maximum. And every teacher teaches subject which covers 20 minutes only is taught. Again repeated many times. That's why 40 minutes. Same item they will tell 3-4 times, 3-4 times, 3-4 times repeated. So altogether 20 minutes item they will give you in 40 minutes. That's what is education. Everywhere it is like that. So I will ask you, if 40 minutes is the retention, why your mathematics examination is 3 hours? You have examination 2 hours or 2.5 hours? 2.5 hours. Why same teacher gives you exam for 2 hours, 2.5 hours? Actually, if you are very good for writing exam, it takes only 40 minutes. You understood? Why are you taking longer time? Because you don't know. So all examinations you can finish in 45 minutes. Before 45 minutes you go out of the hall, teachers can stop. After 45 minutes you say that I finished, I want to go out, no teachers can stop. Because exam is only for that much time. Why are you taking longer time? Because you don't know. Why people after 2 hours also, 2.5 hours also, oh I didn't finish, I couldn't write it, I don't have time. Question is tough? No, you are bad. You understood? How do you make it perfect? Now when I was driving, I saw the Google time, it says it takes 20 minutes because location was wrong. But then the other location was 12 minutes. But I reached in 10 minutes. If I have to reach 12 minutes, I drive faster. I don't know. How do I know how to drive faster? I know the route. Many times I have driven here. In examination, how do you write faster? Write many times. You understood? Now you want to finish your food, eating. It normally takes 10 minutes, 15 minutes for you to eat. But if somebody says, let us go, yeah, it's time. Don't you finish it in 5 minutes? You also know how to do it, right? Then you say, yeah, I'll just finish in 2 minutes. Why? Because you know. If you want to finish it faster, you are not clapping, that's why it is clapping. Your maths class also, you should put balloons. Celebrate. Maths class. Never did it, right? Why? Not interested. You must make celebration. Every day should be celebration. Every class should celebrate. Exam hall also you should celebrate. How many of you like your exam hall? Best place in the world. Is there a best place in the world? Examination hall. No? It is. See, in your classroom, in seminar hall, you have been made to sit like this, no? Exam hall, will they allow to sit like this? No. Why? Exam hall, they want to treat you like a Raja. Have you seen Chief Minister sitting in the program? Will he sit with like this in between? No. You'll have lavish space, right? Nobody should touch it. So in exam hall, you are made to sit like a Raja, no? Is it not good? So in exam hall, what you should do? Look here, look there. Yeah. Nobody should be around. If it is somebody else here, you tell teacher, hey, this person, move them. They will also drag the bench there and put them separate, right? Is it not great? You get large space exam hall. So which is the best place in the world? Got it? Because you get large space. When teachers call you, don't you go and stand there? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Correct or not? You want your teachers to come and stand beside you? Only exam. Call like this, teacher will come to you. Can you call them like this anywhere else? No. Only in exam hall you can call them like this. Anywhere else if you call, you will scold you. Here? Have you seen the hotel? How the supplier will come and then ask, what do you want? Eh? In front of you, they will come. Come here. They will come and ask, what do you want? You say, I don't want anything. Go. They will never scold you. Definitely you can do in 10th class exam. After the last exam, anyway you are not going to see them. Sometimes outsiders will come. Special invigilation. Principals will come. They will stand like this. They are also get called. What a great opportunity. Now, do you want to do that in the exam hall? Yes. You have tension? No. Enjoy. Have you seen anybody smiling like this when talking about exam? Good place now?
Yes.
For one paper Xerox, you know what is the cost? What is costly? Xerox machine is costly or paper is costly? Paper is costly. In exam hall, every paper when they give, they will ask you money? Where do you get free paper in the world? So how many papers you want to take? Take as many as you can. Nobody will ask you why are you taking that many papers. I took my LLB exam, MBA exam, 300 pages I write. Let's come paper, let it come, let it come. Nice margin. On top, bottom, left, right, everywhere margin. Right only this. Take a scale, I will not spend the time. Dim, because I draw it every time. I can draw parallel lines without even scale. Because I am very experienced doing it. You can also do it. You can learn how to do it. Simply draw all the margins. You know why? Margins are necessary in examination hall. Very specific in all sides because when you hold a paper like this, I'll give you that. Hold a paper like this, after writing, what do? You put them together and tie here, right? Yes? Yes. So you tie here. You must have written up to the end. After tying, will you be able to read this? No. So the teachers have to read? While looking itself, they will become upset. And what do you write the question? Number. Next page, you put the number here. Start writing. And once I wanted to see the top, I want to see the number, I have to open this. Very difficult to see the number. Now you know how important is your margin.
Yes, sir.
Right, neat margin. Okay? Good margin everywhere. Beautiful. After every answer, put an underline. Different color. So that this is different, this is different. Don't use it very small, write full. Don't become confused. Because paper is not yours. You understood? Write very neat, separate paragraph. When some people write, it starts from here ending up to one paragraph. Have you seen any textbook with one paragraph or many paragraphs? Many paragraphs. Is your answer sheet with many paragraphs or one paragraph? One paragraph. Boring. Nobody will love to read. Your teachers will feel upset. Should be separate paragraphs. You think, oh, this I should write. Then immediately you will feel this is not correct. Then you will correct it again. Don't write both. Don't think and waste time. Write. Don't think in exam hall. Just write. Whatever comes in mind, write it. Got it? Write lavish. Anything which you want. If you think it is not correct, next paragraph you write right things. Be very, very lavish in writing. Don't become confused. Now, how do you practice all this? Some people are getting A1, some people are getting A2. Now you want to get A1. Whoever has written, not an exam hall, before that you practice. Give a question paper to your friends. Make a question paper, give it to you. I will make another question paper, give it to some 3-4 people. Ask all of them right answer and give it to you. Why am I doing it? I want to see how you are writing, how you are writing, how you are writing, how you are writing. Very simple, no? And if I get all the answer sheet from you, oh, this is how I should write. Then somebody else, this is how I should write. How do I prepare? looking at everybody's answer sheet, I will prepare well, I will write another answer and give to everybody. You understood? Can you practice like this?
Yes.
Every subject, prepare question paper, gift it to your friends. Every day morning, tomorrow onwards, I went to Kakinada. Lot of students have written, sir, every day we are exchanging question paper now. Morning itself, question paper. Answer it at night. So what is that night job? 12 o'clock, preparing question paper. To how many people? 3 people I will give. Will you get sleep? If you want to give a tough question, and somebody wrote, the other girl gave me very simple questions, sir, but I gave a very tough question. I said tomorrow they will give toughest question to you. Correct? Search for the toughest questions. Give it to somebody else. Right? You have to read for preparing question. Correct or not?
Yes.
And they will write answer and give it to you. You have to read the answers and check whether it is correct. Buy some writing pen. What for? You are evaluating your friend's answer sheets. Spelling mistake, paragraph is not there, underline is not there, things are not clear. This point is missing, that point is missing. Everything you have to correct. They have given in blue or black ink, give them tomorrow morning, red ink. And say everything is wrong. Don't you think they will fight with you? Yes? They will show you this point is there. Okay, that point is there. Okay, that thing will change. Every day, what will be your discussion? Math, physics, chemistry, biology, all that will be your discussion. Imagine if you do from today until examination, all of you will get 10. It is that simple. If I want to tomorrow ride a cycle, drive somewhere, tomorrow I have to practice dance. Now sir was telling you 26th January people have got dance. Everybody practices. What a great people here. For dance you practice that well, but for exam you don't practice. See, this is what happens. When you have a prayer, when you want to sing something, you want to dance somewhere, you have a drama, you spend all the time in practice. But examination? How many of you sat at home 3 hours not moving, writing exam? I'm sure none of you have done, right? But in the hall you have to sit 3 hours and write exam. Don't you think you need practice? From today onwards, go back home, sit 3 hours in a place. Don't move. No washroom, no water, no food, nothing. There can be television, there can be people coming, there can be friends coming, relatives coming, mother, father, any job. Tell your mother, everybody at home, I am writing exam, don't disturb me for 3 hours. 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock exam. 8 o'clock food. 8:30, 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock exam. After 12 o'clock, prepare question for next day tomorrow. You get a lot of questions from different friends. You have to answer all of them. You understood, my dear children?
Yes, sir.
Reading for making question. Only that now. And then answering. Reading somebody's answer sheet. Evaluating the answer sheet. 4-5 times you must have done preparation. And you get to the exam hall. Oh, this question 4 times I already answered. Come on. Fast you can write. You know how easy is that? And when the question comes, it will be, yeah, come on, next question. Will you have tension?
No.
Very simple. But not to same question 3 times, 4 times, only once. Because there are plenty of questions possibility, right? Write everything. Now if you study like this, how many of you will get A1 in all subjects? Raise your hands. Finished. My job is over. Very simple. Don't tell that now I will do tomorrow onwards. No, today I will not. Today rest. Monday onwards I will do. Anyway, January is ended. No, February 1st onwards I will do. why I want. While reading, don't read. You are reading for preparing questions. I told you now.
English exam we have got many passages. In that many passages, most of them are facing a problem. So what is the solution?
Come here. Wonderful question.
I'll tell you, you have Harika. She told I taught how to read newspaper, right? A paragraph can be anything. So you know where do the paragraph comes from? Somebody's writing. I have seen BTech, I have seen the best university students, they don't know how to read newspaper. I have seen English professor in a college who came and sat in my house, stayed with me 7 days. You know what did she say? English professor in a college. Sir taught me how to read newspaper. Because many people don't know how to read newspaper. Textbook reading, somebody explained, somebody taught, it's very simple sometimes. But, no. Anusha, this school is good. One girl asked question, starting is. How do you read that paragraph? All of you are in English medium? Yes. 10 years you are reading English? Correct? I guarantee you don't understand this. Any page, any paragraph of this you can select. Read. How many of you read newspaper every day, English newspaper? I'll tell you, most of the schools have got, best school in Hyderabad also I have seen, they have got a program called newspaper reading. It's all stupid show. No use. Newspaper reading should be your habit. Kakinada, I went to Ashram Public School. Morning itself we see on the board. Written there. Today's news. National news, international news, state news separate. No, nothing wrong if you have not read so far. Because at your age, after 2 years, plus 1, plus 2, after graduation, I never did. You are all much better than me at that age, how I was if I compare. So if you want to become the best, there are a lot of opportunities.
Growth has dipped below the 30-year average. I believe that the former chief economic advisor on India's current slowdown in economic growth and a mix of policies needed to reignite it. Mohit M. Rao, in a career spanning more than 4 decades, economics.
I will keep the, tell me the title.
I can't.
You understood? This is how you read. See, if you, this is how you read textbook. This is how you read paragraph in 10 times. If you read also, you will not understand. If all of them did not follow the title, you are wrong. If one of them would follow the title, he or she is very good. You are still bad. You understood? Your idea is to finish reading. Don't do that. See, that is what morning I told you, right? All of you are sitting here but not listening. And none of you asked questions. Stop. One student should have put. Do you want to waste time reading another 10 minutes like this? Then why did you not stop? This is your problem. Got it? Read again. I've got a student whom I taught how to read newspaper. She was like this when she came to me. Now you want to see how she is? She was like you when she came to me. Including the look I changed. Now the look is changed or not? Eh? Even today
today there are a lot of discussion. See? It's almost 6-7 years back. 4 years back. 4 years back. Reshma? Yeah, 4 years back.
Growth has dipped below the 30-year average.
Growth has dipped. What is dipped means? Yeah, what does it mean? Falling down. You heard from somewhere? I also heard. 2 years my job was police. Yeah.
The former chief economic
But it's not finished. Growth has dipped.
growth has dipped below the 30-year average.
30 years average. Not enough. Now you should have. All of you, what do I do now? Growth. This is 2017, 2018. Fine.
Yes.
Now there is a growth from 2017 to 2018.
Yes.
30 years back. What is 30 years back?
1988.
1988. 1988 there was an average growth. Growth was from here to here. It reached here. This was my growth. Now here what has happened? From 2017 to 18, not this. This is how it is growing. But then now what it has happened? Came down. It's here. Below the average, it has come here. Did you get this picture in your mind? If this picture is not there, reading newspaper is waste. You understood? So what is reading newspaper?
Understanding the time.
Seeing, imagination. Got it? So that imagination should come in you while reading newspaper. When imagination comes, the paragraph will come in you. Then ask any question. Now immediately you can explain it much better than what is the title, no? So what is that? Now you tell me the title. Growth, dip,
30 years average.
lower than 30 years average. Very simple, no? Otherwise what do you do? You will buy heart like this. How do you do? Growth has dipped below the 30 years average. You know that. You understood the reverse? Now, she will read paragraph. All of you should visualize.
Growth has dipped below the 30-year average.
You see, wonderful, all of you are understanding now? Correct?
The former chief economic advisor on India's current slowdown in economic.
See, now, the former chief economic advisor. You must see one fellow with a coat, economic advisor. Correct? If he is not there, all this is gone waste. So the next person who is standing there, one coat fellow is standing. Fine? Yeah.
The former chief economic advisor on India's current slowdown in economic growth and the mix of policies needed to reignite it. Mohit M. Rao.
To ignite it, to make it up, some policies are explained. From where? Yeah, who is that?
Mohit M. Rao.
Yeah?
Mohit M. Rao.
Mohit M. Rao. He is the person who is writing.
In a career spanning more than 4 decades, economist Kaushik Basu has donned many hats. He was chief economic advisor to the government of India.
Who is that person?
Kaushik Basu.
If I don't ask you to read like this, you will not even remember that name, right? So what is reading newspaper? Figures, fact, person, get them into that.
scientific author Mr. Basu explains why demonetization was a bad idea and the need for the goods and service tax GST. You have been a vocal critic of demonetization and its intended purpose. You have been a vocal critic of demonetization and its intended purpose. Do you think
There is a demonetization, it had an intended purpose. He was a critic on that. He did not agree. He said it's not good. Now you know how to read it. Any paragraph is one of the purposes. I don't want to continue. I am sure in your examination, paragraph will be much simpler than this. What you should do? Visualize. Got it? Read the first 3-4 lines. Read last 3-4 lines. Then read the whole paragraph. Now the first 3 lines itself it is explained what is the content. Assume the first content itself you don't understand that. What should be done? Now you understood what is the article. One person is suggesting how to change this into growth. Sometimes the paragraph you don't understand the beginning. What you should do? Skip all that, go to last few lines. 3-4 lines, read once. If it is 3-4 paragraphs, first paragraph, then last paragraph. Then read the whole thing once again. Because article writing, somebody will put everything in the first paragraph. That's called a direct passage writing method. Other one is called a indirect or reductio absurd. There are different methods. So he will write wrong thing in the beginning, then the last it will become something good. Ending good. Somebody starting good. 2 possibilities. Now what you are learning, even when you write an IAS exam, bank test, every exam, same paragraph reading, paraphrasing, big paragraph, write a small note. Which you are going to learn now. Already learned. Because after this class, I will ask you to write 1 paragraph about the whole class. How do you write? All that what you are writing now, taking notes, that is important. Otherwise you will miss. So you have to create a lot of story. All these have to be visualized. Then you can write few sentences. So taking subject, taking content, creating note, making all the subjects into your control. Get figures and facts. What is it called? Figures and facts. Person, what happened, when happened, where it happened, why it happened, how it happened. Ask a lot of questions while reading itself. Without the question, if you start reading, you will not get. So, finished? So prepare. Prepare a lot of questions, prepare a lot of answers, and then correct, evaluate, and then do well. When you go for cinema, you have full concentration, you said. You know why? If you are planning to go for a cinema, you will start discussing to your friends that you are going for a cinema tomorrow. Correct or not? After coming from cinema, will you discuss with your friends what happened in the cinema? Yes. If 2 people are going for a movie, you will be discussing about the cinema before going, and you know who is the director, who is the actor, what are the songs, where is it shooted. Every detail you know before going for a movie. Before going for a class, do you know all the details? Did you know that DrTPS is coming to you today? Yes. How many of you asked somebody who is this DrTPS? How many of you have gone to internet? How many have got internet access? Yeah, how many of you have gone and searched DrTPS? How many of you have seen biodata, brief, what positions, were he, all the details, the books names? You understood? Just say yeah, that's enough. You understood? What do? We keep on searching. When you go before going for a movie, we even read reviews, whether that movie is good or bad, what somebody else has done about the movie. You go to YouTube and search, you go to Google and search, you go to Facebook and search, you go to LinkedIn and search. You search everywhere. That's what we do. Not your fault, I will tell you better. It's not your problem. Somebody who attended in IIT Kharagpur, who has done a very, very higher studies,
myself and that girl, Mrinalini Sahu, studied together how to make a movie. Film making, we studied together in Delhi. And we have a rolling chair. So I was sitting there and making, she used to come, she used to sit like this, and then she wanted to come to me to ask some questions, she will move like this. She used to hit me. So in rolling chair, when somebody hits, we also move, right? So as soon as one time it happens, second time it comes, I will do like this and then give a push. Goes the other end. I used to play with her like this. That is Mrinalini Sahu. Looks almost like her. I still remember she was doing all this to me. When she was a child, I was a director. I was a university director. I was 42 and she was maybe 20 or 22 years old at that time. Yesterday she called me, sir, you are in Hyderabad. Yes, I am in Hyderabad long back. No, now are you in Hyderabad? Yes, I am in Hyderabad. I missed your number. It was on chat, Facebook chat. I said, why do you miss? You know my name, search, my number will be available, no? How do you say I missed your number? See, even higher education, highest field also, they don't have this. Buddhi has to come. Now she has a small child going, 5-year-old child going to school. Immediately the child wants to speak to me. She told many things about me, the child also knows me. I never spoke to that 5-year-old boy. I spoke yesterday. So she said, I missed. I said, you are foolish. Immediately I said, want my number. I said, you can go and search. I can give my number, but I will do this lesson. Even to them, I will tell you no. You should search. But I gave the number. That's a different matter. Yeah, you should have searched. No, today you should have everything about this world you know. So now once you say economic growth, somebody told something in the newspaper. Do I believe? He is a retired. In 2012 to 2016, he was an advisor. 2016 to 18, another 1 year, no? Correct? And he don't agree with somebody's principle because probably he is a party, BJP is another party, we may not belong to that, they will criticize. But everybody will say good and bad, right? So why should I listen to him? What do I do? Economic growth. Anybody told good about that? Is it really dripping or not? Yesterday we went for a conference, somebody said, national average spending by India on healthcare is this much. In UK it is much higher. Immediately I searched. I asked Anusha also to search. We searched together and found out all the number which is given by the professor, retired vice chancellor from a university, everything is wrong. Most of them are wrong. Everything is not wrong, most of them are wrong. Because somebody who is telling, don't believe. Because today you can search. Public health expenditure in India is bad. But I said that doesn't mean India healthcare is bad. Because there may not be any public health center, government running hospitals here, but there are a lot of private hospitals. Healthcare is also done by private, right? Yes or no? So healthcare is bad in India? No, there are a lot of private hospitals. Private hospitals is also supported by government. If they don't give permission, can they run hospital? So who is giving permission? Government. So who is running it actually? Government. Quality of that. All that is tested. Can somebody tomorrow, without being a doctor, without MBBS, I can start a hospital, write my name and write MBBS and start? Whose responsibility to check? Government. Do you know when you give blood donation, immediately the blood goes to which place? All these are monitored by somebody. There is an agency to look at where the blood is going. You have seen? There are a lot of people who are testing where the blood is taken. There may be a doctor, you can give it to a private hospital and they can make money. Blood collection camps are run by Red Cross Society. Red Cross Society will take blood immediately. There are people, when there is a board coming there are people who will be like vigilance officer, normal people, they will stand there to see where the vehicle is going. They will follow behind. We have police people for that. If they go somewhere else, they are caught. If that is done by some private, otherwise all the private hospital fellow will start collecting blood from everybody. That's not permitted. Got it? There are 1,000 children in school. Some private hospital fellow can come here and then say the blood donation camp, everybody has to give blood. Finished. Immediately you will be caught by police. So there are a lot of people looking at it. Why people are looking? That is because it's a government job to run facilities. So we have a different system, UK has a different system. Then when somebody says the development in India is bad, but in America it is very good, or London it is very good, immediately we should ask question. You know, we have got an electronic voting machine in London, UK, who ruled India long back. They still use paper ballot. Who is more developed?
Yeah.
So when you ask questions, you ask Anusha to send money from one bank to another bank in America, how much time it will take? 3-4 days. In India, one click, immediately it goes. Which is faster?
Yeah.
It is faster. When somebody says great thing, we should also check what is good in us. Correct? When I am saying that you are not good in studies, you are not good, I know a lot of things are good in you. What is good in you? You are ready to learn. Ready to learn or not?
Yes.
If I tell you don't sleep tonight, finish your subject and come tomorrow morning, I'll ask you 100 questions. I'm sure all of you will sit and me. But nobody told you so far. But who should tell you? Your own friends. Tomorrow prepare a question and then give it to find out who is your best friend, best enemy. Good question, good. Your friend will become enemy. Give toughest question. If they also love to study, they will become your best friend. Because same question come to exam, no? After exam, yeah, all these questions my friend gave. No, that's why I could answer everything. Don't they feel happy? Now, how many chapters, how many papers, how many subjects you are going to prepare question tonight? One only do it. Don't do it in the beginning. Too much of tough, right? Assume you are reading and writing questions at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock midnight. Preparing questions. Don't you think your father or mother will come and hug you and say, what happened to my son? What happened to my daughter? Yeah. You become so good studying every time. Don't they change their attitude? Will they scold you?
No.
Now do they scold you? Morning onwards they have to call you now. Get up, get up, get up, get up. The call comes from whom? Mother. Yes? And mother give you all wrong information in the morning. The worst fellow in the world is your mother. What time you get up? 5 o'clock. If you want to get up, your mother will tell you, get up at 6 o'clock. Who is telling lie to you?
Mother.
Who is making her to tell lies to you? Your habits. Do you want to stop all the bad habits from your mother?
Yes.
You change. That's the only method. So tomorrow morning, what do you do? Wake up is there. You are woke up early, but you are not getting up. You wake up and listen. Oh, mother, let her call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No change. Harika is like that. Harika writes to me, I get up early morning 8 o'clock. Today you should all beat her left, right. 8 o'clock she gets up, yeah? Can you imagine? Correct or not? I have written proof. She has sent me a message. 8 o'clock I got up, sir. What a stupid people here. 8 o'clock somebody getting up, you want to see them? Sleeping up to 8 o'clock because you don't have any other job. What time your mother wakes up? What time your mother gets up? 9 o'clock? 6 o'clock. Mother gets up at 6 o'clock. And you get up at 8 o'clock. And you say, I am studying. What is this studying? You hear the auto rickshaw sound? Morning in the bed? You hear somebody opening door? Paper boy is coming? Somebody goes and gets milk or milk boy is coming? Mother is washing vessel? What are you doing, 10th class children? Pretending that you are sleeping. Are you sleeping or pretending?
How to use laziness?
I will give you medicine. Do you think I came here just to give lecture? In my bag there are medicines. I want to sell it with your permission. Permitted? Yeah. I will give medicine to you which you will carry home. Bring me today night. Tomorrow morning you will wake up. 4 o'clock you will wake up. How many of you want medicine? Let us say it is too much. 5,000 rupees. Whole life you will wake up every day morning till 4 o'clock with full energy. Nobody can tell you stop, you will run. How many of you want? No, 5,000 rupees nobody wants. Everybody wanted, but when I said 5,000, okay, I'll give you free. How many of you want? See, anything free you want. Okay, it's in your house. Drink 3 liters of water before going to bed tonight at 12 o'clock midnight. Morning 4 o'clock you will wake up or 3 o'clock? Or before that? Will you be lazy?
No.
You try after drinking this water, be lazy on your bed. Then you will have biggest problem. Your mother will take the bed sheet, the bed, everything and display there. And every neighbor will ask what happened. And they will tell that no, all the trouble about you. And your name will become very famous. You want that? So what is to be done? Drink water. She gave already. Drink water and after that what you should do? Morning, wake up early. Before your mother calls you, wake up. You think there will be a great change in your parents? Your sisters, brothers, somebody, student, they will all change just because you wanted to change. Do it. Don't stop after 10th class. 10th class is not enough. Plus 1, plus 2. Don't think it's a big burden. Got it? Everybody. You know you have a collector who wakes up at 8 o'clock? Possible? He will get called from 6 o'clock morning. What time? Up to what time you worked yesterday? 3:30, 4 o'clock a.m. morning. No sleep up to 4 o'clock. What time you woke up in the morning? 6 o'clock. 2 hours slept. You understood? And you want to be a collector and you sleep up to 8 o'clock. You want to be a collector, wake up to 4 o'clock, sleep for 2 hours, then again up. Not one day, every day. Not possible? Then there is another job, servant maid job. Cleaning somebody's house, going to some office at 10 o'clock. You can be an RTA office attendant, they will open at 10 o'clock, you have to go after that only. You have seen somebody going with the paper and filing cases. Vegetable market, tea shop wala. There are a lot of jobs in this world, but you want a great job? What is to be done? Change, change, change. Every moment that has to be in your mind, you should not feel sleepy. Why are you feeling sleepy? Because you have nothing else to do. It's very easy in this world if you pass 10th class, pass 10th class, pass BTech. You can also get a job sometime. But when you become 60-year-old person, you will feel, oh, I have not done anything in my life. Every day I am in one or other place giving lectures like this. What for? I can also sit at home. I could have become government servant. Not many people will sit on my head saying that, no, you do this, you do that. 2 years I was in Delhi, my job was 96 signature, that's what I worked at. 96 files I read. They paid me huge amount of salary. But then I felt that this is not my job, I must change the people in this country. Must change. Do you think your parents will rate you 100% very good daughter, very good son? No? Okay, write all of you. Who are you? What are your roles? Different roles you have. You are a student. You are a daughter. Daughter for father and mother. Then sister or brother for somebody. Write down all the roles. Student, daughter, son, brother, sister. Different lines you write. Now after every role, write it very fast. Everything should be fast. percentage you give you? Nobody else. How much percentage you think you are? Are you 20%, 10%, 50%, 60%? Don't copy from somebody. Write your evaluation to you. How good a student you are. Write it down. How good a daughter you are for parent, father, mother. Write it down. How good a brother or sister you are. Write it down. You are a neighbor. You are a neighbor to somebody. Yes. All the neighbors love you 100% good. Any problem they will run and come to you because they think you are the best person around in that place. As a neighbor, how much percentage you get? As a friend, how good you are? Okay, now how much you got in all this? All of you got 100 out of 100? No, no? Today is 24th January. Yes? 1 week from today is 31st January. So February 1st morning when you write, you want this to be 100. Should I have to tell you what you should do to become 100 or you know what is to be done? You know what is to be done to become the best student, the best mother's daughter, best father's daughter, best friend. Be good to everybody. Assume from tomorrow onwards you wake up early morning, you ask now you go back home and ask your mother, out of 100, how much mark you will give to me? Am I 100% good daughter? You know, Reshma told that Reshma's mother said 20% of the Now today you ask Reshma's mother, she will tell I will give 200%. Not even 100. How much? 200%. How from 20 to 200% she became? Change. Why Reshma today? Because there are a lot of messages today. So when you think that you can change, you can change. You think I cannot change, I am like this, I am like this, I am like this, nobody can change you. You fight with your brothers, sisters, anything is possible. But all the games played, TV, everything is good. But define time. Okay? Morning and getting up at 4 o'clock, 4 to 6. Read full, whatever I have to learn for the day, finish my reading. By the time mother wakes up, help her at home. Washing vessel, cleaning place, feeding. When somebody calls you for tiffin, you call everybody, let us all eat well. Wash the plates and keep it ready. It should be your habit, laziness. The biggest problem in this world is laziness. You want to change? Yes. Hold your hand like this to the face. You love you or not? Do you love you? Yes. Say I love you, I love you. Who is that you? Me. Who is that I? Me. Yes? Do you really love? Yes. Take it back. Love very fast. Fast. Yeah. Not enough. Good. Nice sound should come. Have you seen they doing this? When they do mistake? Yes. Not enough. Not doing like this. Should beat both sides. Just show only for people. They don't do it. But you must do it. Do you think you can change? February 1st, how much you will get? Now onwards, all of you are my children. Ready?
Yes.
Not enough.
Yes.
Not enough.
Yes.
These 3 times I have to tell to raise your voice. That because you are lazy. If you are my children, you will not answer like this. You will answer immediate, fast, with full energy. Will you do it?
Yes.
That should be it. So you have energy, you have thrill, You have force, but you decided, I will not do it. That is why you are right. Fine? So be active, be creative, do anything possible, the best style, without laziness. Start becoming very good to everybody. Start talking to everyone. Start talking to everyone. But after talking, you must know it should have some purpose. No time pass. You can spend time in front of TV, but if you spend half an hour, you must be able to write one page. What is that I have seen in the TV? That you must be able to tell somebody else. Don't waste time. Fine? Whenever you read one page, one paragraph. One paragraph, one line. One whole textbook, one full page. If you cannot write, don't read. Take notes. What's it called? Take notes. And take notes and make note. Today now you are doing taking note. Going back home, write one full paragraph and submit to the school. This is what I have learned from DrTPS. DrTPS, temperature pressure second. Thermal power station. Top of police service. What is that? Yesterday somebody gave an extension of TPS. The Kakanda principal gave something. Beautiful expansion somebody. He's very, very effective person. You want to continue like this, becoming worse, guaranteed you will get married, you will have a children. They will also become worse than you. Somebody's problem is only whom should I get married, where should I get married, thinking about that only life. Nothing else, no dream. What is your dream? Getting married. Everybody will get married. Everybody will have children. They will also become like this. So, high dream. I want to reach at the highest place. Study everything in this world as best as anybody can, not as best as I can. Everybody will say, I will study as best as I can. No. I will study as best as anybody can do it. Show me somebody, I will also read the same stuff. Fine? So now examination is your concentration. Rest of the things will postpone whenever we meet next time. What should be your focus? Prepare. No tension for exams now. Because you have studied, all the questions prepared, written, have patience. You know, most of the children fail, basically boys fail because as soon as they reach exam hall, they wanted to run away from that place because you don't like that place to sit. Correct or not? You want to finish exam. What does everybody want? Finish exam. Then don't go if you want to finish. You must sit, you must say this is the best place, I am going to write everything what I know. That should be your attitude. Not somehow get out of this place. If you are not comfortable, you will feel like going out. When you feel going out, anything which you do will not be good. You must enjoy. Every place where you go, you must enjoy. Let it be the worst place in the world. Enjoy there. Got it? So that's not a good place, but you can make it good. Because good and bad is inside your feeling. I think it is good, it is good. I think it is bad, it is bad. So thinking has to change. The study is good or bad? Good. See, the sound is good. Good. See, 2 times I have to tell. Still you are not good. This is your problem. You have become again bad. Even if somebody tells you 100 times, you will not change if you don't want to change. You want to change immediately that level. All of you keep your hands up. Free hands. Continuously clap. Stop, I said. How many of you clapped 100% sincerely with the full sound? No, I don't think. Do you think you can clap it much better, bigger sound or not? You can make bigger sound?
Yes.
See, now you said you can make a bigger sound and clap better. That means first time you did not do well. So if you don't do well, if you are lazy, what is the punishment? Clap. The way you clap is slap on your face. Eh? Don't worry, dentist will be there, they'll get some good job. Or you want to do it perfect without a punishment? Perfect. Let me check. Yes. Yeah. 5 people did well. Rest of them I will give only 20 marks for clapping. They failed. Failed, really failed. You think you can pass it? One more chance? Yes. That means again you agree you did not do well. You agreed that you are not doing well. Do it. With one finger, clap very fast. Get good at it. One finger. 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Let me check. I will do like this. Clap only once. Okay? One sound only. I don't want second sound. Somebody makes another sound, I will make another bigger sound than that. Ready? I will give you last chance. And I wanted to check whether you have done correct or not. Full effort is there or not, because I will come and check your hand. If it is not red, I will make your cheeks red. Ready? Yes. I am going to come in between, hold somebody, show me the hand. If it is not red, finished. That will be end of you. Ready? Yes. Clap. Now you see, all of you have clapped 100% perfect because you know you are going to get slapped. The first time I said that all of you keep your hands free, clap. Now you agree you are bad. But if somebody wants you encouragement, not enough sometimes. What is required? Punishment. Then only you will become good. Don't be like that. It should come within. Whether somebody punishes or not, that's not what I'm doing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do in the best style. Okay? First you must see that, yeah, there is something wrong with me. I must change. Yesterday, I went for a conference because when I was head of the department, there was a professor. There was a professor, very senior man, worked how many years in some industry, did a lot of best award he got. He was telling, whenever he got some best thing done, he got first ambassador car. That means long back. Ambassador car's price means it will be a senior person. And then he got Maruti for best marketing. When he came to me, every day he used to scold him. Not good, this is not what you should do. Now yesterday what did he say when going? I love you, sir. You are my guru. Nobody scolded me like this. I don't know, but still I love you. Because I improved. Has improved a lot. Somebody has to punish you, then only you become good? No. You can do it with your own interest also. Right? So you must have your interest. Now all of you raise your hands. Keep it on your head. Oh, I'm not good. Say like this. You must feel that. Right? I am use, give a little space and write less. I am use less. Change it. Useless. What are you?
Useless.
Are you using 100%? If you have used 100%, your parents would have told 100% daughter, 100% son, 100% good friend, best student. Do you think all your teachers will say, oh, he or she is the best? Or everyone should get such a compliment. Everyone should feel, oh, how do I evaluate? Everybody is good in the class. What do you do? Now some people say, I will get A1, some people say A2, B1, B2. No. Everyone should become 100%. Possible? Yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
All of you raise your hands. Take it back and say well done. After every exam, can you tell like this?
Yes.
Well done. After every question, well done. Somebody tells you like this, but who should tell? Somebody else or you should tell first? Yeah, I am doing best. You must feel like it. How much you will pay per year here? 20,000 per year?
28.
Average 25,000? Yes? From KG to this much? The whole studies together, 10 multiply, maybe 2 lakhs you have spent. That's it? Yeah? 20,000 multiplied by 10. 2 lakhs. So whole education is 2 lakhs for you so far? More than that? 3-4 lakhs. Another 5-6 lakhs you will spend for your higher education. 10 lakhs you will spend. You want to go it as a waste?
No.
How much would have been spent on your house? Construction, another 10 lakhs. That's it, no? So one daughter, one son, one house. Each 10 lakhs. Which is the most useful thing? Daughter, son or house? Yeah? Do you think your parents should feel and say that no, whatever I have spent on my child is worth? Yes or no?
Yes.
How do you make sure? Get a good job. Right? When yesterday's professor was working with me, he used to have his children in 9th class, 8th class, 7th class, 6th class, that age, approximately, that age, 2 years he was there. I know how much trouble he had in bringing up his children. Whenever they were sick, he used to tell I was to go and take into hospital this day, that day. Maybe sometime I felt, good. So today he says, my daughter is earning. They got a job. They are in Chennai. I went to them, spent time with them. They are staying in a gated colony, great house. Right? I have seen somebody else few days back who was an engineer, passed in 1960s. Very old man. They asked, what is your son doing? I have seen his face itself. You don't want to tell what his son is doing. He has no job. He was an engineer. Done very good in some time. Are you seeing this? Is it good that only best parents will get the best children? Eh? Abdul Kalam is very famous, right? Is his father famous?
No.
Isaac Newton is famous. Is his father famous?
No.
And you have read all my degrees, right? Do you want to know my father's qualification?
Yes.
He never went to school. He had never had a school education. I am from a small village where my mother studied only up to 3rd class. So is your parents' qualification, parents' finance, parents' status what matters to you, or but my father had a great vision. All his children, all my brothers, those days sisters, no. All of them got married very fast. Those they are from a small village in Kerala. All of them got married very fast. But all brothers settled very highly qualified. He was not, but he wanted his sons to become the best qualified people. Got it? All my sisters and their children, all of them are qualified. Not that sisters were not qualified, but sisters' children, all of them are in the different places. The best job. And we are from a small village. Have you ever gone to such small villages? Probably Andhra Pradesh will have small village. Have you brought up in city only, right? Yeah. Have seen my village? Maybe to buy chapel you will see one shop. One cloth, one shop. Tea shop maybe one or two. I am from such a village. Not at all having good business. You are all in very best place in the world. Probably. Hyderabad is a very good place, no? Your background is very good. Your parents are in a good place. You are in a very good place. Every facility is there. So what you can become in life? You can become anything in life. But what you don't have is not even reading newspaper. No, one single fellow. What are you doing 24 hours? Right now, 24 hours, what do you do? 24 hours, what do you do? 8 hours you sleep? 12 o'clock you sleep? Get up at 6 o'clock? 5 o'clock? So 5 hours you sleep? Do you sleep at 12 o'clock? That means 7 hours you are sleeping. That is 8 hours. 8 or 7 hours makes no difference. Right now, 15 years you lived in this world. How many years? 8 hours from childhood onwards you have studied like this or slept many times? More time you must have slept, right? So 8 hours in 24 hours you are sleeping. 8 hours in
24 hours.
8 hours in 24 hours is 1/3. That means 15 years, how many years you slept? 1/3. 5 years you slept. Every day from KG to this year you must have studied 12 years in the schools. 12 years, how many hours you have spent in the classrooms? Average is 6 hours. So you have to write 6 hours multiplied by how many days you must have come to schools every year? 200 working days. So 200 into 12, 1200 hours multiplied by 12. 1200 hours is divided by 24, 50 days. 12 into 50 days. 600 days only you came to school. Yeah, hours wise if you compute, you must have come to school, but hours wise, exact computation, you came only 600 days. 600 days is less than 2 years, but take it 2 years. How many years you studied in that class? 2 years. 5 years you slept, 2 years you studied. Are you a sleeper or a student? Now 2 years plus 5 years, 7 years, you know what you have done. What is that you have done rest 8 years? Taking bath, eating food, walking, traveling, doing something or other, everything you had, it will become another 3 years. Cannot be more than 3 years. Now 4 years, you don't know what is that you have done. No account. You ask your parents, they may be 60-year-old person, some of your relatives, ask them what is that you have done. You know what, when they account like this, they will have to write 20 years you they slept. Studied, again 3 years, 2 years, that's it. Job in offices if they have done, another 3 years. They will see 20 years they don't know how did they spend. Simply sitting with us. Thinking what to do, doing nothing. You want like that? If you don't start accounting now, decide what is that you are doing every moment. When you become 60 60 years you will waste, or you would have wasted, you start thinking that I have wasted, you will spoil your health. For some people, disease is the biggest problem. I have this pain, that pain, this pain, that pain. Everybody has pain. Have you seen Chief Minister becoming fever, back pain, headache and all that every day? Do you think he can become Chief Minister? No. Narendra Modi can take rest after every travel. After lunch, sleep for 3 hours. Who will do all this? Lazy, useless clothes. You want to change?
Yes.
Change from now. Now close your books. Keep your pens down. Close your eyes. Think what happened from morning till now. It's almost 2 hours non-stop lecture. Think what all I said. Every point. Good enough. Open your eyes. Hold your fingers like this. Good. What time? It's lunchtime already. What's the time now? You didn't know, no? No, you said 40 minutes after that lecture you get bored. You have 2.5 hours. 12:30, almost 12:23 now. You want lunch?
No.
Just now when I said lunch only, you started thinking about your Madhya Pradesh. Otherwise, your Uttar Pradesh was active, right? Forget about Madhya Pradesh. Right? You understood?
Yes.
This is life. Now at home what will happen? Morning breakfast. That's only what you think. Assume you have a lot of things to read. You will forget breakfast. You will forget lunch. I had many classes, many schools where I started morning lecture, left them at 4 o'clock. No lunch. Many places. 48 hours continuous non-stop class. Start today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow you will go back home. Yes, I am going to do that. All your parents will get message from office. Today they are not coming, full night class. Somebody asked me, come for a camp, 2 days camp. They asked me, sir, then what should I carry when they changing dress? I said, nothing. If you take bath only, change the dress. Correct? If you are sleeping only, you want bed sheet. So no pillow, no bed sheet, no towel, no changing dress, nothing. Sit in the class and then continue for 2 days and then go. I did that. Do you think it's possible? Yes, it's possible. But this lecture will become boring after some time. This lecture will become boring. Right? She has done a wonderful job, Anusha. She is my best student so far ever I have seen. She is trying to become my best friend, arranging program like this. That's why. It's not I asked, I never asked. Did I ask? So her interest was in her village, this area. She wanted me to go and do. You know what she did? After listening to me, she took 1,200 bitter children in one single hall. 20,000 rupees hall fees. This is only 100. Imagine 10 times this. 1,200 children. More than 10 times. No? Arranged a program. Every child has to pay 100 rupees. How much you got? 1,200 into 10. 100. 1,20,000 rupees. 20,000 rupees fees. She She paid me 1 lakh rupees for 3 hours lecture. When? 2010. 8 years back. That was my largest payment that time. But after that I got many. For 2 hours, 1 hour I got 3 lakh rupees. Understood? I don't know how much Radhika is going to pay me today. The 3-4 lakhs? Because 10 years back, 8 years back, if I am paid that much, you know, that's an interest what people should have. What is that? Interest. Collecting a lot of people, putting them together. It's a big job. Arranging program is a big job. But the benefit, you know what? A lot of people after long years also they will come back and remember. The other day, Godavari, we found that it is somebody who relative, this relative, somebody got a book and then that is wanted. Somebody read that book and then sent a message. So each one of you should go and tell what happened here to your, you know, parents are the best one. The other day, one parents meeting we had after the teachers lectures meeting. One parent came with a big lot of paper, everything is written there. She was reading, my son told this, my son told this, my son told this, my son told this. So what did he do? As soon as he went home, he made a whisper. Sit there. Mother said, I will go, no, sit there. Look at me, I am going to give lecture. So all that what is learned is taught her. And she had a lot of questions. With the questions only they came. There are many other parents who had like this. Nobody told. So it's up to you. I don't think everyone will become equally benefited. Some of you will get benefited. But you want to go and tell point by point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yes or no? Yes. Write down 20 points. What did you learn today? Only points, one line. No sentence. This point, that point, this point, that point. Right, very fast. Up to what time you go to school? 8. No. Evening up to what time? 8 o'clock.
Study hours from 6 to 2 hours study.
Okay, so what time is generally the school closes?
5:30.
5:30. So they have lunch break at 12 o'clock? 12:30? Then they will have tiffin in the evening?
5:45 to 6.
They will carry tiffin also. So 2 tiffin boxes, one for tiffin and one for lunch. Morning also you have. What time you come here?
6.
Tell me once again, what time you come here? Record it. You must put it on to YouTube. 17 school come. All this will come. It's continuously recorded. All the mistakes you came here and then spoke, everything will come. T.S. Shishkumar no will come there. I'm sure. Thousands of lectures and every school what I do is there on YouTube. You can look at every school.